Welcome to Rialto Square Theatre. 10 most beautiful theaters in the world.
Thank you guys.
The birds. Oh, it's right there. Every project starts with logistics. We just loaded the huge 850 here, so it takes quite a muscle to put that big boy over there.
No?
So this is just a beginning, just a little part. But once we get there, we gotta upload it, we're gonna connect them. So yeah, first part is done. Into the trailer, ready to take off. Welcome to Rialto Square Theatre. Opening doors in 1926, May 24th. So almost 100 years. So we went through, inspired by halls in Europe. Like really, if you look at it like, you can find the same buildings in Europe, but it belongs to 10 most beautiful theaters in the world. It's among 10. So think about it. In 1970, they almost closed the doors of this building because they hit the financial crisis. So people from locals, Juliet, locals, they put together a foundation and somehow they raised the money, so they were So I'm very excited to be part of this historic building, right? And we are the right guys for it.
Oh yeah.
Because they had other guys looking at this building and somehow they granted us the job, and then quite excited. So definitely have guys. You say wax?
But then, It's a day 2, guys, of this exciting project. And you know our videos before, but this time I really want to talk about the actual, the organic situations that we are dealing with. Like day 2, first day, of course, we had to do all this logistics, bring the heavy machine, make sure it's all connected, 480 volt, 3-phase connection. So, a lot of cables, the heavy cables, we manage that, right? So we started grinding yesterday as a day 1. We haven't gone that far because, again, because of logistics and everything, we couldn't do many, we couldn't go that far. But today, day 2, we're grinding heavy. But what we learned, we are facing right now 4th of July week. So today is what? Today is July 2nd. We can work on July 3rd, and then we'll be off on July 4th because of Independence Day. And there's a question mark about Friday, because Friday also could be the day off for us. So that kind of puts us in a situation that we have limited time to accomplish this project, which doesn't mean that the quality is gonna go down, anything like that. It just makes us more focused, more engaged, to have effective working hours. Whatever hours has been given to us, which is 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., we have to use so effectively. So we accomplished quite a grinding, quite a crack repair work, quite a cosmetic repairs, and etc. So we're getting there. Right now, Rotunda is getting ground down with the first grid. So that means we have access to all those cracks. Guys gonna move on to Esplanade. So once we come out to the Esplanade, we have a quiet area so we can start prepping the cracks and injecting the terrazzo, matching terrazzo into those cracks so we can process them next day, so we can have nicely patched, nicely repaired terrazzo. I feel like temperature is going up. Everybody's enjoying this process because we have to deal with this beautiful building. Try to play movie in my head, how many talented people were brought to this building to create such an amazing masterpiece. And then being part of this terrazzo refinishing, of course, I humble myself that I'm not even close to those amazing, talented people, but in some portion, I feel like we're becoming the part of the history. So day 3rd of refinishing Rialto Square Theatre. So today we are the dentist of terrazzo. So I'll tell you what I mean by that. I always compare the dentistry and then terrazzo patching to each other because they're like on the same concept on different scale. We removed, open up the cracks. This floor has multiple cracks, almost like a spider web, spread out completely to everywhere. If you look around, you can see that those are the surface cracks that have been prepped, and then it's still getting prepped for the aggregates to go in. So we are going to take the resin, the matching color resin, and matching color aggregates, and we are going to pack them into those prepped areas and let it cure for some period of time. Now the challenging part, we're discovering that even though we opened up those cracks quite wide, I would say more than a quarter wide, because we don't want to go too big, but just enough to have aggregates go in. It's still challenging to put them in. So what we're doing right now, we are reopening them a little wider. So we have two techniques. One technique is with a special cup wheel that goes into the channel and creates a wider channel. Another one, the old school chisel and hammer. So I will kind of demonstrate that for you. For example, if you look around here, as you see, this crack being prepped it's probably 1/4 inch wide, but I don't think it's wide enough. So what we do, we're gonna take the chisel and then we're gonna just hit them on a sharp edge to create the bigger channels, bigger cavities, to create space for aggregates and terrazzo mix all together to go in. So that also, what I like about this technique, it creates a jagged edge, so that's gonna hide more the crack, versus if you have a fine lines like machine line, because when you do with the blade, it creates a machine line. Now it creates a real like a natural jagged irregular lines. Every time you do restoration project for historic buildings and historic floors, you have to be extremely patient. It's important to follow each step and complete each step until you move on to next step. Javi, a little strategic move here.
Yeah.
We cannot patch today. We shouldn't patch today.
No.
We just prep today.
Prep.
We only patch on Friday.
Okay.
Because right now, when I'm looking at all these cracks, there is no way you can.
No, I wasn't planning on patching. I wanted to prep.
So just prep them.
Yeah.
Make sure we open up wide enough so the patching process goes smooth.
Yeah.
One guy with a hammer, another guy with another hammer, and then he's chasing the cracks.
Yeah.
You make sure you mark every single crack.
Yeah.
And nothing has to be, but create the system. So we kind of create this area, then we move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
So let's do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Now it's gonna be better like that.
Yeah, much better. got the Rialto Square Theatre project, and then it's quite. Right now, we are the dentist of the Terrazzo, as I mentioned earlier. So this is very, detailed-oriented process when we need to, make sure the aggregates and resin really come together and matches as closely as possible to existing Terrazzo. So to make sure that we don't go straight away for patching, we have to create the small sample pieces just to make sure it matches. So we made a couple of areas right here, for example, right here, right?
Where you stepping on?
Yeah. So we made it's almost impossible. What is it?
Yeah, the yellow one's here.
Yeah.
The purple one's over.
Yeah, it's almost like right here. It's quite close. If you can see, and another one. What is another one? That's a good thing. That when you can't find it, that's a good sign, right? So that was the main purpose, to make sure we make little mock-up pieces before we go ahead with it. So today, day 5, we are going to patch all of them, and tomorrow we are going to process them, and it's gonna buy us time to also start grinding with the big boy over there. So as you know, after that we are going to fly. As I don't want to use that word fly, of course, because it's like over, but it's what I'm trying to say, that even though first phase was slow, then when we start honing the Terrazzo, after all the patches are done, things going much faster.